Hello, I'm Jess. So I just wanted to start this channel somewhere, and honestly, I just have no idea where to even begin with how my brain works. So here we go. We're just gonna go with it. This is episode 1 of Document and Yap. So on today's episode, I'm going to tell you who I am, a little what to expect, and um, products that I'm using. I'm going to show you exactly where to find them, and then show you a blank version of how I'm going to set up my July issue for my journal. To get started, because I can yap, is to just first let you know exactly what journal this is. So, if you go to Etsy, that's where you'll find my shop. It is Documented by Jess. I have 3 different journals in my shop. So, please, if you get confused, just message me. I message back pretty quickly. And so we can work it out and get you all settled with the right one, especially one to meet your needs. This one in particular is called the diary. This is way more of a journal and documenting things that you are doing and loving and liking, and your favorites and your dislikes, and just a fun place to document everything. I will insert here and go through photos so you can kind of see ex- some of my spreads. So I really just enjoy, excuse me, decorating my spreads and just having so much fun with writing, using text, using stickers, documenting the books that I'm reading, what I'm posting on social media, getting paid, just having so much fun. I do Polaroid spreads for scrapbooking. February was one of my favorite months from this year that I've planned. And then just book reviews of books that I'm reading. I write little things in as I'm reading of things that come up. So again, I can go back and I can look back at these days and be like, oh my gosh, on so and so day, this is what I was doing. And I absolutely, am I allowed to cuss on here? I'm going to hold the F word for now. But yeah, I do fun little book ones that are magazine inspired, that have changed over time. It just depends on what mood I'm in, honestly, on how my different spreads are going to turn out. September, absolute number one, my favorite. I document on here. Come on. I document on here the books that I'm reading, the shows that I was watching during that time, my friends' birthdays, um, books that I finished, going to coffee dates, dinner with my in laws, planned videos. I got a new Kindle and a new Kindle tripod. So it's just really cool because I get to go back and look at this being September of last year. I can go back to journals that I have from 2020 in my digital planner, just so many amazing things, and just see how my different spreads have like changed over time. This is from September. Oh, 106. It was hot. My some more daily plans. I had chit chats with one of my book club friends because we like very similar books, and so we just sent little giggles and stuff back and forth. Book boards with different quotes I loved that brought me emotion or just made me feel some type of way. So yeah, these are my spreads. If you like any of these, then stay tuned because we will set up our July journal together and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing it. And then each episode will go through a different section depending on time, or just one page at a time. And see if you guys want to stay along for the ride and enjoy some of the awesomeness of my funness. For videos, it's going to be blank. So it's going to show you exactly which templates we're going to use and how we're going to use them in our July spread. So go ahead and screenshot this if you are wanting to do something that's similar to me. If you want to come back to this point and see mine first before you decide, perfectly fine. I'm going to give you a little bit idea of what it's going to look like. So this is going to be exactly how mine is formatted too, though. So from mood board all the way down to finances being last. The little stars mean those are templates that we're copying from the template library. So if you're using the diary, the template library can easily be accessed by any annotating app when you are able to click links in this upper corner. So you guys know all these work. This is also works, and it takes us right here to the template library. I already highlighted on here too. I know it's tough to see because of lighting, but these are also highlighted on the exact templates that we're going to be using. So again, screenshot if you want the actual templates here as well. They're also written out again 2 times, 2 places that you get to screenshot this that make it as easy as possible if you're following along. All right, and then let me blah, 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 blah. And now let me show you what mine looks like. Again, some of my templates are already done. I am not leaving them naked for you. I am putting them with my stickers, but we will go through and decorate together. So far in my documented diary, if we go into July, we're again from that list that I told you to screenshot. This is what it's going to look like. You're going to have your mood board. I moved my details page. I input the goals template. I input the habit tracker template for the monthly one. I have my July calendar. I input 15-day spread 1 and 2 because I am going to try to document, I am going to every single day. And then we have our July reads. As you may or may not be able to see, these have a very light line. That is my measurements because I do column here, column here, column here, column here. Bear with me. Same with my July television, any shows that I am watching and I want to jot little things down as I'm watching or after I'm watching. We have the details template, and I'm going to just mark little fun things that I'm going to, just new things that I try this month, right? So like YouTube, this is new. So I'm going to input that right there. And then I'll little document a little bit how I felt doing this YouTube video. Then we get into my daily diary. So this kind of gives you an idea of how I meant by these are measured out. So this one doesn't have the lines anymore because my text boxes are all measured. Now, I keep my daily, like, real personal diary, like, separate from the weekly journal template, not because I don't want anybody to see. I definitely don't mind. It's just that I've noticed that if I run out of space and I want to keep going, it feels so weird for me to jump into the next like week and then I feel like I run out of space. So at least when I do it this way, I can keep going as long as I want. And then there are days that I journal a lot. There's days I don't really journal through the day at all, except for little things about my book or whatever. And then it just makes it easier. So whenever I'm deeply journaling, I don't run out of space. And then for my journal, I can use that for documenting all of my currently stuff throughout the week, which I think is much funner. And so I'm going to try it this month and see what happens. So as I said, then you're going to have the weekly spreads. The weekly spreads look like this, but mine already done for this week looks like this. So again, just documenting fun things. I don't know. I like wrote something weird. I don't even know. Doing it. Dang it. Where did I write it? On this one. I don't know why. I got a new screen protector and my handwriting just is not cute. So yeah, this is what it looks like with me decorating. I'll add stickers and highlights, things that I decide to post on Instagram, YouTube. Oh, I did call the sprinkler guy. Woohoo. I did it really big because I forget. So yeah, Then we're going to move into you have all the weekly spreads that are blank because we haven't had those weeks yet. This is the Polaroid spread. This spread you're going to find at the beginning of your journal. So in the documented journal, you have two different Polaroid spreads that come with the journal. So those are my books. Bear with me. They look like this, but mine has pictures in it, and they look like this. So I copied this one and I input this one in my July spread. So again, boom, boom, boom. Where are we going? So again, I just pasted this one right behind that weekly spread. And then I have all my daily. This will be where I do my daily spreads. I like doing the double daily template versus the daily template that comes linked on the major calendar. But it's up to you on which type of daily you want to use, or if you want to use a daily at all. I don't use them every day, which is why I think they're fun just to put here, because then I can see the days that I did document a lot more. So, like, let's just say tomorrow I don't, I'll erase this and make it July 2nd instead if I do daily for a different day, because no point in wasting, but I did already decorate a little. And then photos from your chapter 1 and 2. So they'll be there. And then I'll add photos in throughout the month and then do little journal entries over here. I can erase some of this and then do ones also next to the picture. So it's real fun. You could do whatever you want. And then you have your July highlights. I keep my finances personal, so I'm not going to show you that template for me, but it is in the template library and you're more than welcome again to also use it if you want to. I again put it right behind my monthly just to make it the last spread in the month. But if you saw some spreads that you liked that you want to do it together or follow along with me, please join us on this channel. It feels so weird. I feel like I'm in high school watching videos of all of my favorite YouTubers from over 20 years ago. Super weird. Okay. Subscribe and, like this down below. Just kidding. But seriously, if you want to make some of these cool journal spreads with me, follow along on this chaotic document and yap, then let's go. And goodbye. Cut for episode 1. Bye.